You're right there, folks. As you're probably aware, there's a place, and it's called Kosovo, and it used to be part of Serbia, and it declared independence 2 years ago. I'm sure you're all aware of that. You're probably also aware that, was it last week or the week before, the United Nations court said that Kosovo's independence is not illegal. In fact, it supposedly doesn't violate Serbia's territorial integrity, and yeah, so it's perfectly legitimate. The UN court says Kosovo independence is not illegal. That's fantastic. I would like somebody to explain to me exactly why the UN is the arbiter of this. I mean, already a few dozen countries recognised Kosovo independence. Now that the UN court says yes, quite possibly the rest of the world will, more or less, apart from Serbia probably, will recognise that Kosovo's independence is legitimate. They will recognise it as an independent free state. As I say, before this UN ruling, a few dozen countries already had recognised it. But what I don't understand is why the UN is the arbiter of this. I mean, surely it's the right of every single country to, every single national group, every single group indeed, to overthrow a central government and either institute a new government or break away and form their own republic. Surely, I mean, surely that's the right of every nation if they decide it. I mean, surely that is a natural right. I mean, fundamentally, we have that freedom. Why is it up to the UN to declare if it's legal or not? I don't quite grasp this concept. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. So I'm not really sure I'm in favour of that. I mean, what the hell does the UN have to do with it? But on the other hand, it could be a good thing. You know, I believe in nation states having, I believe in nations, sorry, having the right to become free and rule themselves and become free sovereign nation states. So, whilst I'm not quite sure about the UN's involvement in any of this, sort of thing, in a way it could be good, because there's a possibility that this Kosovo thing will set a precedent, and other nations, de facto independent states, may become recognised. For example, Somaliland, which broke away, which was a former British colony of Somaliland, British Somaliland, became part of Somalia, and has broken away from Somalia and has been basically an independent state for quite a while, a de facto independent state, since, 1991 or something, I think it was. Now, so far as I'm aware, not a single country has recognised Somaliland as an independent state, which of course jeopardises its ability to continue. Somaliland's actually doing a reasonable job. You know what? In Africa, there are 51 countries, right? 7 are full, complete democracies. 9 are so-called flawed democracies. 12 have some kind of hybrid system. 22 are authoritarian states. And 1 is a failed state. Okay, there's 1 failed state in Africa now. That means altogether there are 16 of the 51 countries in Africa. 16 are some kind of democracy, and the rest are not democratic. Guess which country is a failed state? There's 1 failed state in Africa. Guess which one it is? You know, of course. It's Somalia! Hey! And out of those 16 flawed or full democracies, can you name one of them? Yes, it's Somaliland. So Somaliland's actually doing quite well in Africa, frankly. The failed state, it separated from Somalia, and yet no country will recognise Somaliland, which is madness, if you ask me. I mean, and Somaliland and Kosovo are not the only countries, of course, in the world with these kind of situations going on. Of course, there's plenty of places. But, I mean, it's madness. Why is nobody still recognising Somaliland? I mean, surely, obviously, I don't need to explain this. Obviously, its status, its success, its democracy is imperiled by nobody recognising it. Okay? It's escaped a failed state Somalia. Hello? So whilst I don't really know that the UN has any damn place in deciding any of this, surely people should just be able to declare independence, be de facto independent, and then everybody else is just going to acknowledge it or not. But, you know, on the other hand, hopefully this UN independence will actually get recognition for places like Somaliland, which are actually doing quite well, you know. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Someone try and elaborate on why the UN's got a place in this, and feel free to comment as per usual. Alright, see you later. Bye.